So the ELC is about a 5-acre site here on the campus of Clackamas Community College. It's primarily a wetland and forested site. It's free and open to the public, so it's a wonderful place to come year-round, just to see the seasonal changes. We have a lot of wildlife. I don't know if you can hear the ducks. Let's go down and see the ducks. Let's come around the bend here and I'll show you the old art building is an old Smucker's plant. So I believe it was in the 40s and 50s. This is where Smucker's developed and processed berries for jellies and jams and things. And they had a couple of wastewater ponds here. And apparently the pond's water color would change depending on what kinds of berries they were processing at the time. So sometimes they were red, sometimes they were purple. And over the years, it was used by art students. And then about 7 or 8 years ago, we received a large grant from Metro and developed this wetland to help clean and cool the waters. So Newell Creek begins on the other side of the wetland here, and as the water is diverted and moves through this wetland, it provides habitat for wildlife like the ducks we've got here. It also, through the plants and the soils, and by slowing down, the water gets cleaned and cooled and becomes better for wildlife and for people when it re-enters the Newell Creek channel on the other side of the site. So fall and winter is a really fun time to come here and see the ducks. It's the time of year actually when they are courting a lot. They make their pair bonds in the fall and the winter. We're on the ancestral homeland for the Clackamas and Clowey-Walla people. We're standing on ancestral indigenous land, and we still maintain partnerships and work with indigenous people. So there are a lot of dog walkers, nature lovers. It's really a wonderful place for anyone, including college students, to come and just get a few minutes in nature, and it's so peaceful and calming. There are several benches throughout the site. It's nice just to sit and enjoy the site. We get a lot of birds in the springtime, warblers, and this is where the creek begins. It's through these two culverts. There are trees, there are shrubs. I think over 40,000 trees and shrubs and native plants were planted in 2017, 2018. And you can see all the shade that's providing for that water, so that's cooling that water. The soils and the plants are able to filter out those pollutants. So when that water finishes moving through the channel and goes back into Newell Creek, it's a lot cleaner. And so this is where the water re-enters Newell Creek. Another instructor and I, we call this our happy place. This is a place where when we come outside and we walk the trails, we just feel content and happy. And we notice that in the people who come here. It feels very comfortable. It's very, in these times, it really brings about a lot of peace for people.